It is 3:39 a.m. and I just finished driving about 50 minutes on the way back home from helping out with a show that one of my friends had the opportunity to perform at tonight. Out of town, needless to say. And it really just hit me. Of course, of all times now. It really just hit me now of all times. I was not in the position to be able to do this 2 years ago because, ow, thanks, potholes. I was not in the position to do this 2-3 years ago because I didn't have anybody around me to actually show me the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm looking out right now and seeing a lot of lights on the street light, but it's just foggy. And it makes me think of just how murky it can be. Even when you're doing something that feels secure, that you don't really enjoy doing. And I guess the big takeaway from this is just, if you're somebody who finds themselves doing something that they don't enjoy doing every day, if there's not a reason for you to get up, if you feel like you're obligated to be somewhere each and every day by other people, not yourself, not out of passion, honestly, get the heck out of there. Get the heck out. Maybe this isn't the advice you need to hear right now. Maybe this isn't the motivation you need right now. Maybe money's tight. Maybe you have a family to provide for. I get it. Responsibilities are part of being adult. Believe me, I know. But trust me, you will be able to live with yourself so much better if you actually are doing something that you get up and you want to do. And really look at what the root cause of why you want to do it is. I got up one day and I realized I didn't want to be working 9 to 5 at a drugstore simply because the root of it was I didn't like who I was serving. I didn't like who was gaining and profiting off of my labor. I didn't like that I was I was inadvertently supporting people, organizations that I didn't have anything in common with. And I reflect on a night like this where I wasn't even the artist performing tonight. Context, I'm a recording artist who does a whole lot of other different things too. Content creation, that's another story for another time. But I wasn't even the spotlight tonight. I was just there to capture the moment. And I didn't even have to do that. I was just there to support one of my friends who was the primary artist for the night. And let me tell you, it feels so much better to support someone you actually want to see succeed than a bunch of people you don't have anything in common with, who don't even want to see you succeed, who only really want to see you succeed if it means they can profit off of it. And I realize that it's really difficult to say something like this because changing who you're serving, ultimately aligning yourself with a future that puts you and your goals at the focus as opposed to others who wouldn't do the same for you, you're going to be misunderstood. I'm just going to say that right away. People are not going to understand it. People are not going to get it. Your family is not going to understand it. Your friends are not going to understand it. The people at your church, the people at your religious community, the people in your classes, the people you work with, nobody is going to understand it except for you. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with literally starting from 0 people supporting you. And be okay with that being the norm and the standard for possibly a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, even a full year. And ask yourself, if nobody supports you in this after 6 months of doing it, do you have the motivation within you to actually want to do it? If you do, then drop everything you're doing and chase it. If you don't, then maybe you need to just sit in the cute little echo chamber of security that you've built for yourself by surrendering and serving people who don't really want to see you be your best, unless it means that they get to profit off of you. I know that might be a hard truth for some people to hear right now, but that's just the way it is. That's the way it's unfolded in my life, and I don't honestly think that I'm an exception. I don't think I'm an anomaly. I think a lot of people have the ability to step into what I've stepped into. And if this video encourages if this video encourages one person to give up on just being another cog in the machine, another slave to some big corporation, or people who are also slaves of big corporations but are enabling those big corporations or organizations, machines, whatever you want to call them. If this wakes one person up to actually change their life to do something that brings them happiness and joy and value, even by serving people that you actually want to serve and doing things that make you actually want to wake up and do the next day, then it's achieved its purpose.